Okay, today is March 7, 2022. It's a 550 degrees, I think, and the forecast is set for colder weather. And I'm hoping it won't get any colder than the low 30s, because otherwise my tomatoes and some of the beans that I just planted yesterday might not make it. But I don't know if I jumped the gun, but I want to show the setup for my new raised beds that I got from Amazon. They were on sale. There were two of the 6x3, so I got one here, and then I have another one in a different orientation. So again, 6 feet long, 3 feet wide, and then I think it's 1 foot deep. These were on sale. I think now the price is about $180, but I had them on my watch list, and so when it went on sale towards Christmas, like $120, essentially $60 each, I went ahead and just grabbed them, and it's been sitting in my house until I was able to figure out the orientation and then plan what to put underneath inside these, because again, they're 1 foot deep and they're 6 feet long. And so putting compost, even if I'm just doing compost and soil, will get really expensive just to fill them up to the brim like I did. So the situation I had here was the hugelkultur approach, or I had branches and woody parts of trees that have been cut down from my garden, as well as cuttings from the neighbors. So the last month or so, probably the last 2 or 3 months, I've been gathering clippings and cuttings from the neighbors, even neighbors that are not on the same street, different neighborhoods. So I have accumulated enough for me to raise them to the brim, but in between the leaves that you're seeing now and the bottom, which are the branches and the trunks of trees, I also put in dirt that I had gotten, and they're really, I can't even consider them topsoil. So I did a lot of cleaning up on the edging here, and so that's essentially clay. So I did the whole perimeter border where you see the rows at, and so I've made this nice edging. So this would serve dual purpose. The dirt that I had accumulated from here, I also put underneath, or on top of the branches, on the raised bed, so nothing went to waste. And then when it starts raining, the whole goal too is to divert the rain into these what do you call almost like they're trenches, so like a little, you can see like a soil, and so that it would soak into the property and not flow outside or just sit in the middle of the ground. So essentially it would help me kind of gather water to percolate at the bottom of the ground. So that's the second layer of the raised beds, and then I topped it off with good organic compost. I bought like 2 big bags each, which was still not enough, and then I added a few bags of garden soil, and it was still not enough. So what I started doing is adding more as I plant, because obviously there are air pockets here. I have dead leaves from that I gathered in my property, because I know for the leaves here, not so much the grass clippings, the grass clippings here, I'm pretty confident to use on my vegetable beds, because I know, because I don't use any fertilizer. So I got clippings there, and so eventually this whole raised bed is going to sink, and so I just need to top it off a little at a time. So what I've been doing is, when I dig a hole to plant these, like this tomato for example, I would add a little bit more of the good soil that I have so I'm not replacing or placing entire bags of soil here, so I'm only doing it as I need them. So this tomato, actually, I started them all from seeds about over a month ago. So these are a month old, and they were a little bit smaller. I just planted this maybe 2-3 days ago, and so they're doing well. They're very nice and cozy there. I just need to watch the temperature. Hopefully it doesn't plunge to the point where the tomatoes can't handle them. So I have tomatoes there, and there. And then here, right here, I actually have this blueberry. Yeah, it's a blueberry. Was actually here. I actually had vegetables growing here, but I expanded, so I need to amend this earth. But all I've been doing really is stepping on it. So this one didn't do well at all because it wasn't getting a lot of irrigation, and it likes to have pH. So I have like peat moss based media here, along with compost, so there's a lot of pH. And underneath this, I learned this trick from a YouTuber. She put compost underneath and then puts her pot of plants on top, so then eventually the roots from this plant will seek the compost from the bottom pot, and so we'll get fed from there. And that would also invite worms to come through and obviously eat the compost that are here, and then live in the compost that are in the bed itself. Here are some of the green onion from green onion from that we bought from the store. Just kind of put that in there. They were doing well, so if they don't grow, then it's not too much of a waste. I have some chives here. They don't look that well either, but I think they're gonna make it. They just need to have more warm weather come through. So and then yesterday I started planting Chinese mustard greens, and